Some male mergans are swimming by. You only see them early in the spring before they mate. These guys are the definition of absentee father. As soon as they mate, they disappear. Not sure where they end up for the summer. I'm sure it's further north, but I don't know. It's about 1:45 now. We've come across the north shore of Ralph Bice here. It was about it's probably 20 after 12 before we were on the water. Bit of a breeze coming from the east, northeast again, but really not too bad at all. We're heading towards Portage to David, which is going to be up ahead of us over here. Tried the bottom matches coming across, no luck yet, and water's a little shallower now, so we might switch back to our normal spring lure approach. Hopefully when we get up to David we'll find some better spots for some brook trout or speckled trout fishing. I think the Portage to David is starting right here. The sign's behind that big cedar tree. So we're just reeling in and we're going to go check it out. Plan is to head up to David and try for some brook trout or speckled trout, as they're called. Well, we're at David Lake now in much more traditional spring fishing trip weather. Pouring rain and probably about 4 degrees. Time for some lunch before we set out to do some more fishing. We made the mistake of questioning the authorities on what was supposed to be rain showers today, and were rewarded with a little more serious rain here. So I guess our pleas didn't do any better than they ever do when you're appealing to the referee for a better call. Anyway, David Lake is pretty small. We just came past that island, which you can see from the Portage up from Ralph Bice. And here we are at the Portage up to Muboyaka, which is only an 80-meter portage. We're just going to check it out, see if there might be some fishing along the creek between the two lakes here. This is looking out at Muboyaka Lake. You can see the steam coming off the water, mist coming up. The water is warmer than the air right now, I'm pretty sure. There is a bit of a creek off to the left here, so we're going to spend some time fishing there. See if we can find any. We're back at the Ralph Bice end of the Portage from David Lake. It was a fairly cold, very wet trip up to David Lake, although somewhat productive. Madeline and I both caught brook trout, which is nice. Unfortunately, Peter got very cold. Scott got pretty cold too. So we headed back over. Normally, for our day trips at least, we keep our portages down to a single carry. This time, since the kids were cold, I sent Peter and Mads off right away with whatever they had ready to go. And we've actually done about at least 2 trips each, if not 3. But the method behind that madness was getting Peter moving in particular to help get him warmed up. And he's in better shape now. We're just waiting for Peter and Mads to come back with the last couple of fishing rods, and then we'll load up the canoes. It's about 5 o'clock. We started across from David's side at about 4. Actually, it's not quite 5, but it'll be close enough. And today, instead of heading out for more fishing around 5, we're going to be heading in to camp and get a fire going and get some potatoes baking and work on building up some coals to cook some steaks on.